Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids! It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello, fabulous Squiz Kids listeners, and welcome to the Kids vs. Adults Weekly News Quiz. Your chance to see who's had their listening ears on and been paying the most attention to the week that just was. I'm Bryce Corbett. All week in the Squiz Kids Today podcast, we've been bringing you the big news stories of the day, run through our kid-friendly filter to make sure you know all you need to know about the world around you. Now, it's time to test how much of the week's news you've retained, and in the process, see who's smarter, kids or adults. Plus, of course, because it's a Friday, we've got all today's birthday shout-outs and all the shout-outs for the weekend ahead, including, of course, the birthday reggae tune, because it wouldn't be a Friday without it. So, here's how the quiz works. 5 questions for the kids about the week in news, then 5 questions for adults. Whoever answers the most correct questions wins. Easy. You ready? Let's do this. All right, kids, here are your 5 questions. Question number 1. A big sporting event kicked off in Paris yesterday morning, bringing together athletes from all over the world. What event am I talking about? Yeah, that's right, I'm talking about the Paralympics. Question number 2. We heard in the podcast this week how the people of Botswana in Africa were super excited after miners there had dug up a huge precious gemstone weighing more than 2,000 carats. What sort of stone was it? And I'll give you a hint. Humans like putting them in necklaces and tiaras and crowns and engagement rings. Yes, that's right, it was a diamond. Question number 3. We also heard in the podcast this week about the world's oldest skydiver, a British woman who made the jump on her birthday. Now, if I told you that she was a centenarian, from the word century or the Latin root cent, how old is she? Well done if you said 100 years old. Question number 4. This week in the podcast, Squizzy the Newshound helped out one of Australia's most popular women's soccer players who, without her knowledge, had been caught up in an online money scam. Which striker, initials SK, am I talking about? Yeah, of course, I'm talking about Sam Kerr. Question number 5. We heard in the podcast this week how scientists have developed a food to help reduce the number of burps and farts made by which common farmyard animal, whose gassy releases contribute to global warming. And I'll give you a hint. They like to chew their cuds. Of course, I'm talking about cows. Moo. How did you go, kids? How many did you get right out of 5? And do you think that's going to be enough to beat the adults? I'm hoping so. Before we get to the adults' questions, a quick message from today's podcast sponsors. Hey kids, what do you have planned for the school holidays? Can I suggest you work a bit of bounce into your plans? Get yourself and your friends to your nearest Bounce Indoor Action Adventure Playground and join their holiday camp. Spend time with a coach honing your skills, refuel with a fruit platter, and create awesome memories with an hour of free time. And mums and dads, the best bit, it's a drop and run affair. Win back your morning and get your kids out of the house and active with some freestyle fun. Check out a Bounce holiday camp via their website bounceinc.com.au. And use the discount code SquizKids10 these school holidays when you book online to get 10% off your entry. T's and C's in your episode notes. All right, adults, now it's your turn. Let's fire up the old grey matter. Here we go. Question number 1. Aussie PM Anthony Albanese was in full traditional shirt-wearing mode this week as he attended the Pacific Islands Forum on which Pacific Island? That's right, it was, of course, on Tonga. Question number 2. A much-loved Aussie cuisine queen made headlines this week after suffering a fall in her home in the Barossa Valley. Who am I talking about? Yeah, that's right, I'm talking about Maggie Beer, and we hope, of course, she makes a speedy recovery. Question number 3. Voters had their say in the Northern Territory over the weekend. Which party did they elect to govern the top end? Was it A, the Labor Party, B, the Country Liberal Party, or C, the Get Down and Boogie Party? Wouldn't it be good if it was C? But it wasn't. It was B, the Country Liberal Party. Question number 4. Let's get economic for a moment. And this week's inflation figures for the month were revealed, showing that inflation had increased. Is that statement true or false? It is, in fact, false. Inflation fell for the month. Question number 5. It's going to be back to early mornings and late nights in front of the telly as the Paralympics kick off in Paris. What is the name of Australia's female flag bearer in the opening ceremony? Is it A, sprinter Abby Craswell, B, wheelchair racer Madison de Rosario, or C, swimmer Alexa Leary? Well done if you said B, Madison de Rosario. How did you go, adults? How many did you get right? Did you beat the kids? Who has won bragging rights this week? Now, if you've missed any of these cool news stories throughout the week and you want to refresh your memory, all of this week's Squiz Kids episodes are available for a re-listen wherever you get your podcasts. That's the end of the quiz, which means it's now time for...
Shout-outs.
It's Friday, August 29. Tonight marks the kickoff of the 2024 AFLW season as Sydney takes on Collingwood. Woohoo! Today is also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today and over the coming weekend. Because it's a Friday and there are so many of you, let's crack out that old birthday reggae tune. Hit it! And it's a happy birthday too! Michaela and Sophie from Mount Gravatt, Dakare from Jerilderie, Basil, Lucy and Harper from Adelaide, Zara from Naremburn, Heidi from Holsworthy, Eliza from Launceston, Henry from Yass, Clara from Padstow, Ciara from Tailem Bend, Aria from Sydney, Patience from North Perth, Hudson from Mount Crosby, Sadie from Melbourne, Arwen from Lucas, Lucy from Shelley, Annabelle from Melbourne, Hussein from Nightcliff, Mario from Hamilton South, Ari from Lidcombe, Isabella from Augustine Heights, Eve from Bellevue Hill, Daniel from Dun Craig, and Anaya from Kellyville. Well, that's all we have time for. I hope you're enjoying these quizzes. Don't forget, there'll be a new one dropping first thing every Friday morning. And the best bit, they're absolutely free. Just as our other excellent content is free too. We're talking a Squiz Kids Today news podcast on Mondays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, a Squiz Kids Shortcut or a Squiz the World every Tuesday, and for all the teachers out there, there's the Classroom Companion, our teacher-produced classroom activity sheets, curriculum aligned and tied to the Daily Pod on Mondays, and whose entire back catalogue is now searchable via our website. Genius. Check it all out at squizkids.com.au or simply subscribe to Squiz Kids in your favourite podcasting app and all this audio content will magically appear. For now, this is Bryce Corbett signing off and reminding you all to get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.